Yeah, okay, let's go for this one. Am I the asshole for refusing to give my husband money to go on the trip that his friend excluded me from? Nope. I don't, like, no matter what the story is, if your husband needs for you to give him money so that he can go on a trip and you got kicked out of that trip, fudge that idea. Like, your man might have the opportunity to put money on the side on its side. This is why you need to have different bank account, one that is personal, one that is like communal, family built, one that is for trips and stuff like that that you will do as a family, and like one that is personal but for your significant other, not for you. So 4 account, like easy like this, and possibly like some place where you're gonna put money on the side for your holidays, but step by step. Okay, your parent do that. It's, you mean like making, I think, both their own money and then like having a conjoint account? Because like that makes sense. Before I married my wife, the thing that before I even like make her my fiance, we basically like, I offered to my wife, do you want to have a conjoint account? We don't have to put a ton in it every week, but it's gonna be something that will be able to make us go through the bad moment, so like carry on through those bad moments. And the rest, if you have too much money on your side and I have too much money on my side, like at that point, if I want to buy you something, I do that. I don't need to go into the conjoint account. And if I want to buy me something and we have like a little over, that's fine too. So let's go. Our husband and this contest, Austin, are walking red flag. Let me read. Wife is already reading before us. So when you read Timet on the bottom part of the screen, my wife commenting, so she hears everything I say. My female 35 husband, male 33, has a friend, male 32, Austin, that he has known from college. They're like brother, and together they're extended the friend group. Now the group has 7 guys who hang out together all the time. Austin and I don't get along. He seems to be mocking my infertility and brings it up occasionally. By the way, if there's one thing you don't want to screw up with, when a woman wants to have baby and ends up having some kind of infertility problem, don't bring it up. Shut the fudge up about that. Like, it hurts her enough just to think about it. You don't have to take like a burning red fire, okay, iron, and like turn it over. And no, you don't have to. There's nothing good that's gonna come out of that. It hurts because I always wanted children, and for him to make a constant topic of conversation hurts. My husband think it's just me being hypersensitive. Your husband is a jerk. Like, your husband should at the very least stands for your point there. Anyway, about a month ago, Austin, I know, like, I'll call him a jerk just for that, but that's it. Oh yes, steer the knife in the wound. This is like putting burning iron on an open wound, but like, that's the expression in English. Thanks a lot, Hedda. Anyway, about a month ago, Austin and I got into a fight after he commented on my infertility by saying that I should hurry up and give him a nephew/niece because my biological clock is ticking. We were planning on going to a trip together, but Austin disinvited me because I yelled at him for what he said and ruined his dinner. He said I was perfectly okay. I said I was perfectly okay with that. In fact, I felt so much relief I no longer had to be around him anymore. My husband for the first time was okay with me being away from Austin, but said he still wants to go on that trip. I said nothing till he told me that he still expects me to pay for his travel expenses. I refused and said he was on his own. Pretty legit. Like, you're out of it? Why would you pay for that? Like, I think, if I understand correctly, that she makes more money than him. That may be why. That's the only explanation I have. Started an argument about how I'm doing this to punish him for not staying home with me, and told me that my issue was with Austin, not him. Which, like, okay, the second part is not wrong, but the first part, no. Like, you're going to go with that jerk for a little while. Deal with that. I told him he could go get the money elsewhere, but he's unable to borrow any more money and had to adapt after he got fired in May. So yeah, the point, she does the money at the moment. She's the one able to pay for these kind of trips. He insisted and I refused. He started calling me spiteful and unfair to refuse to pay for his travel expenses as an attempt to get him to stay home with me. Not at all. You, at the moment, you don't bring any dough, you don't get any bread. That's as sad as that. He said his relationship with Austin is bigger than just few comments Austin made and bigger than her exaggerated sensitivity and insecurity. Now he's sulking until I cave in and give him the money. Fudge this. This is so stupid. Okay. Like, there's nothing wrong about losing your job, but then planning a trip while you don't have any income and kicking out the person that is supposed to pay for that trip. How dumb can it be? It became, wait. There's so much ad on Twitch right now. I'm very sorry about this, guys. We run minimal setting that we can for that, and it takes forever when they go on. I know. It looks like 2018 YouTube. Like, you just got 5 ad after having 5 other ads 5 minutes ago. What? Oh, Skyflow, how's it going? Amazon never has enough money, apparently. Never. By the way, I noticed something though. The ad income we receive every month kind of went higher in the last 2 months. Like, I checked the number, and even with our same setting that we had, it brings in more. So I guess that they probably pass more, or we have more people, but I don't think so. Our average are still the same. C told you she should divorce and insist that her ex marries Austin. Yeah, that's the solution. So force them and make the husband marry Austin. We'll have a wonderful life together, and she will never have to deal with those guys anymore. Honestly, there's something stupid there. And I know what I'm saying that is going to be, what I'm going to say there is going to be probably not backed by everyone, but when your significant other step his foot down, her foot down for respect or for anything that is an important value for them, and they are not making no sense at all, like they are just making just a little bit of sense, your freaking role as its significant other is to back them up. Like, if my wife starts hating on someone, my basic role is to be like, is this hate triggered by something real, by something valuable? And after that, like, if she makes me a compelling argument telling me like why this hate has a good reason to exist, my role is to back it up. You know, if that's to some point silly, that can happen. Like, I can say something that makes absolutely no sense. You prepping out for another trip west. Ooh, where west? From where? Like, from where to where? So, like, yeah, if my wife has a hard time with like, she start having a problem with a colleague at her job or with one of my friends, it's kind of sad, but like, the choice is kind of easy. You need to back your wife. Unless she's giving you a non-compelling argument, you have to back your wife. And there, for him to do not understand how important this may be for his wife to not be able to have children's and to get like some spite from his best friend about that, it's not for her to grow up in that situation. It's to Austin to stop. It's to Austin to just come and say like, I'm a jerk. I've been a jerk to you. Like, I'm not sure I can change that because I'm a jerk. Or say like, I'll stop making comment on that. Like, and that's it. Easy as that. But they need to, first off, communicate. Second off, yes, sadly, like for the situation itself, cutting himself the founding for its expense, deserved. You still want to go on the trip? All good. Ask Austin to lend you money. He's in shit at the moment anyway, so there's nobody that will say like, not the asshole. Lucking while I get the reports queue under control. Once I unlock, anyone who violates rule 1 will get the lucky recipient of 1 temporary ban and 0 tolerance for excuses. What's rule 1? Be civil. Not the asshole. I'd consider leaving my partner over crap like that. I'm sure you have other stories here. P.S. Do not pay a dime for him. Yeah. Nope. In fact, tell Austin to get out, take his freeloading buddy with him, and get out. Maybe he'll be more willing to get off his ass and get a job if Austin tells him no. Yeah. They still need that OP pay for their wedding. Yeah. Okay. So that's a joke because there's a lot of wedding story on that, okay?